There's great news coming out of the media right now, which is that Kyle Rittenhouse, the alleged white supremacist, terrorist, worst man in America. Remember, Joe Biden called him a white supremacist in his campaign ad. Well, Kyle Rittenhouse, who in reality is a teenager who defended himself against Antifa thugs, who was then exonerated in court. Kyle Rittenhouse is launching something called the Media Accountability Project to hold the mainstream, legacy, establishment, call it what you want, media to account for their lies.
Me and my team have decided to launch the Media Accountability Project as a tool to help fundraise and hold the media accountable for the lies they said and deal with them in court.
Interesting. So the idea is maybe like the Covington Catholic kids, you will be suing news organizations that maliciously lie about people who are in the news? Is that the plan?
Yes, sir. We're going to be holding them accountable, Tucker.
Do you, I guess I have to ask a kind of a dumb question, but why isn't there a group like this that exists already, since the media so often are not observers, they're players, they're participants in the news? Why hasn't someone done this before?
That's a good question, Tucker, and I'm not sure, to be honest, but I don't want to see anybody else have to deal with what I went through, so I want to hold them accountable for what they did to me, because I don't want to see anybody have to go through what I went through.
This is great. I really applaud Kyle Rittenhouse. As a historical matter, this actually has been done before, and not a lot of people remember this, but the people who did it is us, we, not the Daily Wire, but the organization that existed just before the Daily Wire. It was kind of the precursor organization. It was called Truth Revolt. I didn't even work for Truth Revolt directly. I was friends with the guys when they did it, but it was Ben and Jeremy, and Drew actually, had this company called Truth Revolt, and it was not just a media outlet that would produce videos and commentary and news articles. They would actively go after media figures who were spreading lies, who were pushing a radical leftist agenda. And they were sort of like a Media Matters for the right. And it existed for a while. Then it sort of morphed into the Daily Wire, and the rest is history. But it's really important. I'm glad that an organization like this now exists. Rittenhouse is absolutely right. The reason is there is no such thing as freedom of the press in America. There is no free press in America. We hear the hand-wringing and the pearl-clutching and the Sorkin-watching liberals. They say, no, freedom of the press, where the journalists are under attack. It's not. We don't have freedom of the press. And the reason we don't have freedom of the press is, frankly, because of our press, and because of our technology apparatus, and because of our government working in tandem with these private corporations. Go to goodranchers.com/Knowles right now. Do it right now. You are going to thank me later. I love these guys, okay? I am something of a meat aficionado, all right? I eat red meat almost every single day. I know it's not going to be good. I'm probably going to get gout any day now, but I love it, and I've got very exacting standards. Good Ranchers has phenomenal meat. By the way, it's not just red meat either. I had their chicken the other night, grilled it up. The chicken is magnificent. They've got lots of different seasonings and things. And then the beef is just wonderful. The steaks are great. The hamburgers are great. I've got a freezer full of this stuff. It's 100% American meat, so not only is it delicious, but unlike that meat you're getting in the grocery store, this meat is actually supporting American ranchers, okay? And it's also supporting this show. So if you like this show, it's not easy for advertisers always to support conservative podcasts and conservative causes. So I really give these guys a lot of credit. They are supporting good old-fashioned American values, and they have an amazing product to boot. Head on over to goodranchers.com/Knowles today. They've got a whole bunch of different subscriptions you can get, a whole bunch of different boxes you can order one off. Right now, if you use code Knowles, you can get $30 off your box. Now is the time. Go head over to goodranchers.com/Knowles today. You will thank me later. I'm glad you liked that clip. Now, here's what you got to do. Ring that bell, subscribe, get the notifications for all the videos that come out. Also, head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to the Michael Knowles Show. That is the MICHAEL space KNOWLES space SHOW. Subscribe, leave a 5-star review. We'll see you next time.